Hello and good morning to all my Planet Coaster friends out there. My name is Shadow Phoenix. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some Planet Coaster news. It is January 31st and we got some exciting news. So last week, Frontier announced that for their 25th anniversary, their birthday basically, if everybody collectively got 25,000 feet or kilometers of track built, we would get a free coaster. Along with a patch. So patch is awesome. Free coaster is awesome. We just got to figure out, oh, okay, what's it going to be, and can we hit this go? So, congrats, guys. Alert, woke up this morning and to the news that we all hit the 25,000 kilometers of track. I only built like one coaster, so this is more or less you guys. You guys out there, thank you for that. You were able to meet that goal that Frontier set, and I think it wasn't an unrealistic goal. I know I asked in my last video what would happen if we didn't, but I mean, what if scenarios are always great to have. What if we didn't? And apparently their answer to that was they would just release it in the next patch. So, but yeah, I don't think they set it too unrealistically apparently. So we were able to hit that goal, and we did get the free coaster, which I will get into in just a little bit. The most important thing about that though was that they did say we would get a patch. So the free coaster would be along with a patch. A lot of Planet Coaster players have stopped playing because of things like the slowdown, the lagginess, the optimization took a nosedive after Theme Maker's Toolkit, and then of course the advanced move tool got really screwed up after Magnificent Rides. So this turned a lot of players off, and I know there's not everybody quit. I'm still playing. There's other players out there that are still playing, but there were some who are just, weren't happy about it. So, good news and bad news is a few things like that were fixed. The advanced gizmo has been not necessarily fixed, but it's been rolled back to what was in 1.9, I guess, before Magnificent Rides and before all of that. And also, the other thing is that they added the new version to it as well. So there's an extra version to the advanced move tool now. So that's kind of good, I guess. What this says is that they are still working on it. So basically, here's what it says. Due to valuable feedback, position and orientation of objects again uses the method used prior to 1.10. The newer mode can be selected in game options under average orientation in the advanced move. So, and they list that as experimental. So that means experimental means they're still working on it. They're still trying to fix it. They realize there's an issue with it, and they realize it's not perfect yet. So they are going to continue to work on it. So that's great. Bad news is there's no fixing this for the optimization with the Theme Maker's Toolkit. So for the time being, the best thing you can do if you want to try to get better improvement in the game, as far as the menus loading, the Cobra screen loading, all of that stuff like that, is to just completely unsub from all your TMTK stuff. All the Theme Maker's Toolkit stuff, just get rid of it. I know it sucks. I know there's a lot of awesome stuff out there to use. I really want to use some of it too, but you can either use it and sacrifice the optimization, or you can get rid of it and make your game slightly faster. I chose the latter to make my game faster, and I just got rid of all the Theme Maker's Toolkit stuff. And I mean, is it great? Is it the best optimization ever? No, but it is working for now, so I'll go ahead and take what we can get. There's some other stuff in there. They fixed a lot of stuff with the chair lifts as well, and some of the other things with the rides. I know some people were talking about the hyper jump, and it's also the chairlift as well had some issues with this, with its restraints not working. So they fixed some stuff like that. A lot of things in this fix have to do with Magnificent Rides. A few other things in the UI bug fixes. They also said this is kind of an important one here to notice in the bug notes. Improved upon an issue where video billboards would stutter during playback in complex parks. Okay, so this is something I'm going to have to test in Crystal Gardens, specifically on my Haunted Mansion ride, because it uses a lot of billboards. So I'll have to test that in there, because, I mean, I don't have any other complex parks other than Crystal Gardens. That's like one of the most complex parks that I have. It is extremely detail oriented, and so I'm gonna have to jump into that because I did notice stuttering in that, so we'll see if that fixes it. But let's talk about some other thing here that, I don't know, maybe you guys might see in the background here in the video. What's that big orange thing over there? Oh yeah, that is our new coaster we got. So here it is, guys, the F25, and basically here's what the F25 is. It's a B&M sit-down. That's exactly what it is. It's set to the theme of like a car, so it's got a car theme, F25. So we were right about the car theme. I was kind of hoping jet, and I mean, just kind of looking at it, you know, F25, I'm thinking kind of Ferrari, kind of something like that. But just, you know, it does have a car grill to it, but I'm looking at this car and I see two different things. I see Hulk and I see Wildfire at Silver Dollar City. I looked up Wildfire after the fact because there are other people saying that this is basically the layout is exactly the same as Hulk. Somebody is saying it mirrors it. I don't know. I've never been on Hulk, and I didn't look up any kind of thing to see and compare it to, but I'm being told it is a mirror copy of Hulk. It does even have a launched like lift hill using wheel drives. I don't think it's exactly the same as Hulk because I think Hulk shoots you out of the station. This one doesn't start until you actually get on the lift hill, and then it kind of speeds up as it gets further up the hill. We'll ride this in here in just a second. But the other thing that I was curious about was, well, does it have a regular lift hill? And I can tell you, yes. You don't have to place the launch lift hill. You can place a regular chain lift hill, and therefore you can make other B&M sit-down coasters. Apparently it also has some kind of really weird car-themed launch sound to it as well in the audio, which you won't be able to hear in this video, but yeah, it's got that. So I went and checked Wildfire, and yeah, it's very similar to Wildfire as well, as far as the theming and stuff goes in the front car and all of that. So there's a lot of people been asking for a B&M sit-down. We got the B&M sit-down. So there you go, guys. That is awesome. I think I'm actually going to put this coaster in this park. I think it, yeah, because where it kind of looks like Wildfire and it's got a car theme to it, I could theme this to like an old 69 Mustang or Camaro or something. Actually, I'm probably going to go Mustang because I'm a Chevy guy. But yeah, I could, wait, I just said Mustang. Camaro. I'm going to go with Camaro because I'm a Chevy guy. Oh my God, how did I get it wrong? Anyway, it's also got this really cool kind of, you guys should be able to see it there right on the dash. Let me, or dash. Ugh. Right on the front of the car, it's got the emblem, Frontier, 25 years. That's kind of cool. Not a lot of people probably will notice that, but that's really neat. And just kind of looking at the front of this and how it's shaped. But yeah, I checked out the B&M sit-downs, and I mean, minus the car kind of theme to it, the shaping is pretty close to a regular B&M sit-down. So that's awesome. That's the coaster we got. So we didn't get the Blitz. I know a lot of people are hoping for an Intamin Blitz. We didn't get it yet, but you know, hopefully we might in the future. So what I'm going to do here is we'll turn on the UI, and let's jump on this here and take a ride with it, shall we? I did test it, right? Did I? No, I didn't hit test. Oh, I do that all the time. Alright, there we go. Okay, so let's give this sucker a ride, and hopefully my frames don't drop. I'm going to record this in 1080p because 4K videos are taking forever on YouTube to like finish processing right now. So, and I need this video to process kind of quick, so we're going to go 1080. And there we go! Alright, so yeah, that's basically the drop out into rows here. This is exactly like the Hulk, so that much I do know. The rest of the coaster I don't know. A little bit of stalled airtime there. They also said something in the patch notes about fixing a issue with not picking up on the row before the track piece or something like that. And that makes me wonder, and I'm going to have to do some testing with this, patches. But basically, something that's not really been talked about much. I know a few people made some videos about it, but there was a little thing snuck in the last patch where it made it easier to smooth your coasters out. It's not perfect yet. It's definitely not a hardline row or continuous row as most people are wanting for, but it does help a lot. And I mean, I know a few of my coasters that I had were very very unsmooth, and the only way I was going to be able to fix it was use a 4-meter method, which I did not want to do. And yeah, so they did fix that, and I went back in and I tested out like my dive coaster in Vista View, and it totally fixed the coaster smoothing on that. So I'm very happy about that. So in the patch notes though, it said something about let me see if I can find it here. Scenery. I know I saw it here in the list somewheres. Let's see. They did do this. Here's something that I don't know. I think a lot of people may have an issue with. Fixed an issue where the wheel lift track piece could not go faster than 9 miles an hour on the SOP. Oh wait, no, that could not go faster. I read that wrong earlier. So I guess you can make the wheel lift track piece on the SLV faster than 9 miles an hour now. Let's see. Fix an issue where changing track settings would reset the number of station passes. Here we go. Fixed an issue. Suggested track pieces would not follow the row of the previous track piece. So I'm not sure what that means exactly, but hopefully they didn't mess with what they kind of fixed in the last update with you know, getting closer to a more of a continuous row kind of thing, and getting us that. So they are working on smoothing out the coasters, guys. They really are. I can't, you know, blame them for that. The bad news about this though is that they still have not fixed anything with the Theme Maker's Toolkit yet. So there's still that. So yeah. But all in all, this coaster looks fantastic. It's a great update. Hopefully we'll get the Intamin Blitz in the future. I have no doubt in my mind that they do know that we want it. They are probably going to work on it, and we should get it at some point in the future. One more thing we can kind of look at here. I guess we can go into customization. So other cars that we can put on it, it looks like it's almost all of them. Let's see. You can throw the Anubis on this. You can throw the Basilisk on this. The Barguest, you want to throw that on there. The Enigma. Of course, it's a regular B&M track, so you know almost all of the B&M cars should fit on this. Gold Fever. Wait, what? How does that even fit that? What? Oh, okay. Interceptor. What else can we do here? Invincible, Jixer. You can put the Jixer on there. Well, I guess you can put the Interceptor on there. The Looney Tunes. You can put the Looney Tunes on this if you want. That's so weird. Is there any that doesn't fit on this? That's a good question. There's the Sprint. You can totally put the Sprint car on there now. Werewolf, Zenith. You can put the Zenith on there. Alright, cool. So I wonder what else we can put the F25 cars on. I'll have to look into that. But there you go, guys. Hopefully I gave you a great detailed look at everything that, and talked about everything that's, you know, in this new patch. All you got to do is load your game, and it should automatically patch it for you if it hasn't already, depending on how you got your Steam settings. It is ready to go. It is already available to everyone this morning as of 5 a.m. Eastern Time for me. So, yeah, go grab it. If you're working, when you get home, it'll be ready for you. It didn't take long to patch for me at all. So, I'm extremely happy with this. This works for me. I was wondering what the F25 was going to be. Now we know. And it was a surprise. I was not expecting the patch to come out until like next Tuesday, because they didn't say we would get it on the 25th or on the 31st. They just said it would be, we had till the 31st to hit the limit or hit the go. So we hit the go. We got a new coaster. We got a patch, and you know, hopefully the patch brings back some players that were upset about the advanced move gizmo. And that's all fixed now. Now we even have a new version of, we have 2 different versions of the advanced gizmo, I guess now. You can do the experimental version, or you can go with the way it used to be. I think most people are going to go with the way it used to be. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. But at least we have an extra setting now, and that's always good. So anyway, that's a first look here at, from me anyway, at the new update. There you go, guys. I'm going to play around with this coaster, and I think this would fit perfectly into my Silverwood Park. If you guys don't know what Silverwood Park is, I posted a video the other day. You can go check that out. It should be at the end of the video here with a link to it, and we'll go over that. In the meantime, guys, wherever you are in the world, thanks for watching. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and click on the bell to stay on top of all my new videos and live streaming events here on YouTube. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the names you see on the right for their support through donations, Patreon, and through Twitch subs. If you would like to join their ranks and you are able, you can do so by clicking on any of those links in the video description down below. No worries though, if you don't like giving away money like that, you can still support the channel by purchasing games or anything through Greenman Gaming, through Humble Bundle, or through Amazon by clicking on my links and making your purchase. A little bit of that goes towards me to support the channel. If you still can't get enough of me, you can always check me out live on twitch.tv and stay up to date with me on Twitter as well. Now that's going to be it, but I can't say thank you enough for all your support here on the channel. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you later.